So today's workout is a lot of posterior chain, or I guess it's like legs really, a bit of core. So first one, the superset is Romanian deadlift. So kettlebell or dumbbell Romanian deadlift. I'm gonna go for, I believe I wrote 12 repetitions. So again, depending on weight you have, 12 to 15 repetitions. It gives you a bit of tempo as well to make it challenging, a bit more time on the eccentric on the way down. So when this is done, I'm going to pair this off with a long lever bridge. So I'm really trying to target the hamstrings and the glutes with both movements back to back. So long lever bridge, again, it's not my soles of the feet on the floor, it's more just my heels. I'm trying to dig the heels into the ground, trying to squeeze the glutes, the tailbone under. So I'm really trying to activate the hamstrings, the back of the thighs here. And this one I'm just going to hold for 30 seconds. So we're going to do 4 rounds of each. So some folks were asking for modifications or progressions. Here's a modification, a kind of isometric towel RDL. I know it's not ideal, and we didn't sign up to be doing towel deadlifts, but I guess blame the bats. Just one option if you don't have access to weight at the moment. And now on to the stuff that you came here for. So progression 1 is just a banded RDL. I've done this one already, or shown it already. So this is a light resistance band, so I had to kind of double it over a couple of times, I think. So you can kind of figure out from the image anyway. So again, I'm really trying to squeeze my glutes into it at the top. I'm not looking to let my shoulders fall back behind my hips. And with the band and the resistance curve, it's going to be a bit more resistance or tension towards the top of the rep. So I really want to get the glutes working here. Another variation is just a towel Romanian deadlift. I'm using a towel here. I'm obviously going to work my grip, but secondly, I can throw a couple of kettlebells in here. So I have 2 kettlebells. I think someone said that to me before, the kettlebell I have is too light. Again, do some tempo work, or if you have a couple of kettlebells, this is another option you can do as well. But it is a bit more taxing on the grip here. Again, I do a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu when I'm not crippled, so it could be, I'm not going to say sports specific, but certainly there will be a carryover to some kind of grappling arts as well too, or maybe other sports or professions that would require grip strength. If our grip is failing and we're getting tired, we just double over on the towel, so it's kind of like makeshift straps. And again, we can kind of work on our tempo with this one. We can slow it on the way down, seeing as our grip is not going to be as challenged. If you have good grip strength, you want to work on grip strength more, we can do single arm deadlifts with towel, which is a lot more challenging. And again, as the grip's starting to go, you can kind of alternate. You can shoot for a certain amount in total on each arm and switch hands as needed. And again, I guess trying to negate as much shrugging through the shoulder top position as possible. So the second round superset is squats, goblet squats. So I'm going to pair these with just a standard RKC plank. So a classic combo. Again, just going full range of movement here and trying to really, I was more conscious here today of trying to extend the glutes or extend the hips fully at the top, activate the glutes at the top, because I noticed the last few videos I did, I was probably shortchanging the top of the movement so lightly. So I just want to make sure that my hips are fully extended at the top here. So again, we're going to go for about 12 repetitions on this one, and then we're going to go into the RKC plank for 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds really. I suppose you give yourself a minute window. But if we're doing the RKC plank properly and engaging everything, 30 seconds to 45 seconds should be plenty. Kettlebell is too light for squats. We want to challenge ourselves a bit more. We can do the 1/1/4 squat variation. So again, I've talked about these before. Not too much more to add. Just trying to make sure we get full range of movement on the complete rep, the 1 rep. And we're not kind of bouncing out of the bottom either. We're not kind of just disengaging our core when we're doing our quad repetition. Staying strong throughout. Another thing we can do is try banded goblet squats. Took a few goes to get myself into the start position here. I need to scold myself once or twice. So again, depending on resistance of band and what weight you have, you can judge repetitions here. I'm going to just shoot for, I think I might have done 10 repetitions on this round. So again, really with the band and the kind of resistance curve, we're getting a lot more tension at the top of the squat. So I'm really using my glutes to finish the lockout. Then the last superset is jumping lunge, switch lunge. I'm not sure what these are called. I've seen them being called both. So jumping lunge, I'm just going to go for 10 repetitions on each leg here. And when that is done, I'm going to pair this with a side plank. So just a standard side plank here initially. You'll see in a minute, we can opt for a star plank variation. But here I'm just keeping my shoulders, or my top shoulder stacked over my bottom shoulder. I'm not leaning forward. And ideally, if I was looking from, say, the angle of my head, I should be a straight line, or there should be a straight line pretty much from my shoulder to my ankle. So again, squeezing the glutes, hips aren't bent here, everything's in a straight line. One progression for the switch lunge, jump lunge is just weighted variation. We don't have to go super heavy here. It might kind of ruin our mechanics a bit too much, but just having I think I have a 12 kilo kettlebell here. As you can see, the 24 kilo is not going to get involved for this one. Another variation is a bit more kind of core and balance work here. I think I've seen this called the switch lunge as well. So basically just passing under the stepping of the forward leg, trying to kick back to the heel and just make sure I'm staying kind of balanced as well as I return to that start position. And here's a star plank, just lifting the top leg. Same deal, or same rules with alignment and posture here. You could bend the knee here if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself, or else you just do, I guess, hip abduction just up and down with the leg. So again, about 30 seconds each side on this one, maybe 4 rounds as well for this superset. 3 supersets, and that's us done.